Greetings all, we are coming at you from the Duluth, Minnesota area. This is Fish Lake behind me here. There's actually islands on this lake that you can camp on. They're free to camp on, no reservation. I'm not going to camp on one of those tonight. I don't feel like taking my paddleboard out. I'm going to go find a riverside camp tonight, hopefully. And tomorrow night, Wiley and I, my buddy Wiley that lives in the area, he's got a boat. We're going to get out on Island Lake, a different lake that also has islands that you can camp on. So we're going to try to do that for the weekend. But for tonight, I'm going to get on the road here and try to go find a riverside camp spot. The adventure continues. All right, let's get on the road here. We have a beautiful day on our hands. It is clear and sunny. Blue skies and sunshine are a welcome sight. I have not seen the sun for about a solid 7 days. It's just been cold, rainy, windy. And when it's not raining, it's still been overcast. So very nice to see these clear skies and warmer temps. So I'm gonna make my way into the woods here and hopefully find a riverside camp spot. I'm going to make one stop at a corner store here. I do have my fishing license. I got that yesterday. So I'm ready to do some fishing here. I've been studying up on the rules and regulations. But for now, we're going to say away we go. Okay, looks like we found ourselves a gravel road to go explore. I'm telling you, the sunshine is making a world of difference. Loving it. Well, this road has been good so far. These tall white pines here. Been quite a few offshoots that have gone to areas that have been logged. And you probably could camp out there, but it's not very pleasing to the eye. They've just kind of been cut and piles of wood everywhere. But I'm going to follow this sign here that says public water access. Let's see where that leads. Well, we've gone pretty deep in the woods here. I think a good 5-6 miles. And I lost cell service quite a ways back. I am seeing some nice pull-offs for camps. I'm going to check this one out here. Looks like it's right next to the river. Yeah, this looks good. Don't see anyone down here. I haven't seen anyone out here. See a little fire ring. Yeah, I think this may work. I got enough room to pull in here. Look like the most level, but I'll figure something out. A little grassy. About that time to start watching out for ticks. Right before I left the farm there in North Dakota, I went out with Chris. There's some wild asparagus growing. A little patch of trees, and I came back, I counted like 5 ticks on me. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, I think this will work for a camp here. Check it out, right by the river, a little bit of access. Looks like there's a bigger clearing, just a little walk down there for fishing. Nice. What a beautiful day. Yeah, I think I'm going to call this a camp. I like this spot here. It's a little buggy. There's a lot of little flies, but they're not biting flies, so that's nice. So I think I might set up my clam tent just for a little screen room for cooking out tonight. Yeah, this is nice. Hear the sound of the water running by. Quite a few miles from any highway. Gonna be a nice day tonight. Okay, I got the clam tent set up. This is a game changer. So glad I got this last summer. Flies are pretty thick out here right now. There's not much of a breeze, so having a place to escape and still be outside, so nice. Next to the river here. Okay, we're gonna try a little more fishing. I was down here earlier casting some jigs, no luck. A little later in the evening, so I'm gonna try to put some worms out there, see if I can do anything with some worms. It's a little spot over here out of the current, little pool. See if I have any luck in there. Just gonna set that worm in there, let it sit for a little bit. You know, it's been a nice quiet day. I haven't seen anyone out here today. I'm just listening to the sound of the birds and the river running by. Approaching dinner time here. I'm gonna hang out and fish for a little bit and get a fire going and try to cook some food up over the fire. Okay, we're gonna call it for now. I may come back here a little later. It's starting to cool off though. The sun's dipping behind the trees on this side of the river. Alright, got the fire going. Some coals are starting to build up, so I'm going to get this sweet potato in there. Wrap it in foil. I know there's a reason why some people don't like to use foil for cooking, but for the life of me, I cannot remember. Some butter. Alright. Let that sit for a good half hour or so, maybe a little longer. Okay, I think the sweet potato is just about ready. It's feeling soft. It's been in there almost an hour. And tonight I am doing hot dogs. I got some old-fashioned hot dogs. I am going to do over some coals. Got my little charcoal grill screen here. I'm just going to scoot some coals over with the shovel there. Got some rocks set up already and just do the hot dogs right over the coals. We are doing the Ambassador old-fashioned wieners. Let's do it. Just going to do 2 of these guys. This is what they look like. They kind of have that thick casing, so you get that snap when you bite into it. And I'm going to top them with some diced onion and tomato. These diced up real fine. And go ahead and get this done first so I don't burn the hot dogs. than enough onion for 2, and probably only need about half of this tomato. Start with half, see how it goes. Still haven't sharpened this little knife. Yeah, I think that should be good. Okay, we'll get my coals fixed up for these wieners. Okay, let's see what we can do here. First off, let's get this sweet potato set aside. Ooh, that's hot. That right there. We need to get some of these coals scooted over. Ooh, look at that. Okay, let's see if that works. Gonna go about like that. Down with the wieners. Oh yeah. Warming these buns up. Okay, I'm gonna check out this potato. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Nice and soft. Oh heck yeah. Buttery. Nope, burning my buns. Those buns toasted, that sweet potato is smelling good. I got another slab of butter, I'm gonna cut that open. Some butter in there, fix up these dogs. Everything's coming together. We're having 2, obviously. Do not do ketchup, not a fan of ketchup pretty much on anything unless it's meatloaf. So I'm using sriracha sauce, Tabasco brand sriracha, and then we're going to go in with some of these onions. Heavy on the onions, and then top it off with some tomato. Oh yeah. Last bit of onion on there, and then we're going with just a little bit more sriracha. Okay, we got to get our sweet potato. We can fit that all on one plate. I think so. Here we go. That butter. Oh yeah, that is nice and done. Chop that up. Some butter on the inside. Close that up, melt the butter. Then I'm going to get a little pepper, black pepper, and I need a fork. Black pepper on there. The heck, put some on the dogs too. Oh man, I'm ready to dig in. This is living, y'all. Well, I gotta say, it was a good day. Just relaxing by the river, did a little fishing. Didn't even need to catch anything. It was just very enjoyable. So glad to have this warmer weather and clear skies. It's gonna cool off tonight. I think it's gonna get into the high 30s with these clear skies, but over the next 4 or 5 days, it's really supposed to warm up. Loving the onion and tomato on this hot dog here. Well, all those little annoying gnats have gone away. I thought they'd be back this evening, but maybe it's the campfire. It's been putting off quite a bit of smoke, so we did get a little bit of a breeze in earlier, but yeah, it was kind of annoying when I first got here. Just those kind of swarming in your face, not biting flies or gnats, but just annoying. And now they're all gone. A nice peaceful night by the fire. I could have totally just had one of these hot dogs, but I didn't have lunch today, so I'm kind of splurging. Got to eat more sweet potatoes. Forgot how good they are. So next video should be the island camp out video. We're going to be doing some fishing on the lake and camping out on an island overnight. Probably do 2 nights actually, if all goes well. I'll be with my buddy Wiley, who lives in the Duluth area. A lot of you may remember Wiley from a previous video. I think he said hi, last year or so ago. He was on a road trip out with his Jeep, and we camped out and did some off-roading in his Jeep in Arizona somewhere. Trying to remember. Yeah, it was in the grasslands, because I remember we saw antelope, or pronghorn anyway. So yeah, should be a good weekend camp out trip, and hopefully we'll get some fish and be able to cook them up over the fire. But that is the plan. But for now, I'm going to finish off this second hot dog here. Good morning. Oh, let's step out, see what it's like out here. Well, a little overcast this morning again. I was hoping to see the sun first off, but we'll take it. It was a quiet night here last night, other than the sound of the river running by. Haven't heard any other traffic down this way. And this morning I was greeted with the birds chirping and the grouse drumming. I don't know if any of you have heard grouse drumming. They, in the springtime, usually they do it more often. They flap their wings and it makes this like thumping sound. And if you don't know what it is, it's really hard to... I've heard it before and that made the connection. It's like, what is that sound? And once you know that it's a grouse, I've actually seen one doing it once. I wasn't able to catch any video of it, but the way they flap their wings, it's to attract mates. It makes this thumping sound in a very rhythmic... I don't want to try to replicate it, sounding foolish, but I guess I will. It's like thump, 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 thump. It gets slow and then faster. Almost sounds like a big engine starting up for a second. It's really weird. I hear a lot of that here this morning, along with the water running by. This was a really nice day. Well, I appreciate y'all joining me on this one. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be seeing you very soon in the next one. Thanks again. Take care. Peace.